So why not just sit and lay on our couch all the time and let our parents do things for us?
Because that'd be boring.
So boring, right? Where you can get up and get a job and do things for yourself. Will that make you feel powerful?
Yeah.
And that's why you guys are here. You're trying to improve yourself every single day, every week. You're really trying to do better.
Sos Care is a nonprofit organization that provides supports and services to children and adults with autism and intellectual disabilities.
Brandon, why do you want to have a job?
Give me a sense of accomplishment.
Perfect, love that.
I like a job you get to pay rent, you get to pay bills, you have your own car.
Very good.
It is a national epidemic with no answers for why our children are being diagnosed at such a high rate.
Nice job. You did great, buddy. That looks great.
When I first came here, we had one program. We were serving, I think, 12 children. Currently, we're serving 1,200 families, and we have over a dozen programs at SOS Care.
Now stir it.
Stir it.
Yep. Hold right here.
Why would I want to do that?
Yep, and I'm going to help you. With the increased prevalence of autism and other developmental disabilities, there's a huge need to go out into the community and to be hired and have the skills that they need to be successful. They need to be given the confidence and the skills and the support so they can be confident in themselves. And once they've seen this confidence, it's just exploding.
My daughter, Summer, is a young woman with autism, and so some of the services that we offer here at SOS were services that would be useful to her. And they helped her to get a really great job at Ripley's Aquarium as a mermaid.
Hi, this is SOS Care, and this is Marie speaking.
I am an office assistant for SOS Care, and I've been enjoying it every day and meeting new people and just contact with different companies. I just enjoy the whole office atmosphere and environment.
So our mission is to help everyone become as independent as they can be. Independence builds confidence and helps people achieve their goals.
SOS did kind of help and just helped me on being responsible more than I was before. Just I can just do the things I need to do on my own, not a parent behind my shoulder, and just do it my way and my time.
It's very beneficial because it teaches us how to make right choices in life. You can make your own decisions. You feel like there's freedom there.
Eventually, our goal is for everyone to live as independently as they can in their own home, and for the community to accept that neurodiverse people should have the same opportunities as everybody else.
I'm not the youngest person here, and my mom and dad always wanted this for me, that I could be successful and live independently of them.
Oak Tree Farm is the first place in South Carolina designed for independent living for people with autism and intellectual disabilities.
Oak Tree Farm will be built in phases, and the transition house is phase 1, and it is a duplex that houses 5 people. Next, we will build 2 apartment buildings, and each one will have 24 people living in it. Ultimately, we'll have 6 apartment buildings and a community center and the transition house here.
I think if you asked any parent of a child with a disability what's their biggest fear, it would be what will happen when I'm not here one day. Watching people learning to live independently and gaining the confidence to be on their own and make decisions on their own gives families a peace of mind.
Yeah, so the 26th, we're gonna go visit the Topgolf tournament.
Justin has made so much progress once he became involved at SOS.
You ever played golf outside of just regular golf?
Justin was almost nonverbal, and now if you were to meet him, he will have an entire conversation with you. It's so heartwarming. I can't thank Sarah and everybody at SOS. I just can't thank them enough.
All right, that pretty much does it.
Yep, looks good. Being able to move out of your parents' house and live on your own is something that the typical, especially neurotypical people would always expect. And for people on the autism spectrum, that's a big question. All right, should be ready in 8 hours.
When you're an adult with a disability, you end up just being with your parents most of the time. And so suddenly, you wake up in the morning and you have other friends to talk to and hang out with and watch TV with and make decisions with, and that's like huge. It seems so simple, but it's huge.
I really like it here. I think that it was a really good opportunity for me. Their staff helped me work through a lot of my problems that I had, and they've helped me become a better person.
I love the new place. It's wonderful. We feel good about ourselves to be able to do this, to live independently instead of having to depend on somebody all the time. It gives other disabled people hope and need to know that they can live on their own independently.
We're hoping that we'll be an example of how to make affordable housing for folks with autism work. And we're hoping that this neighborhood concept will be duplicated all over South Carolina, all over the country.
We're not the typical population that is just expected to go out and be able to do things on their own. Definitely having that in mind and the accommodations that might be needed to help us take those next steps and keep us going on the right track. That's probably one of the most important parts about Oak Tree Farm.
So we serve the most beautiful population. They are neurodiverse and have very different ways of living together, but they don't care about color, they don't care about language, if you can talk or not talk. They just care about being together and being friends, and if you haven't been around them, you may not know that.
And to see this change when people thought that it could never happen, and they were told that you weren't going to amount to anything. So to be able to see that confidence, yeah, it's the best feeling ever.
This is truly a labor of love, and just to see how happy they are and how much they are thriving, it makes it all worthwhile. It really does.
It's amazing to watch. They're doing so well, better than we could have imagined. It's like, oh my God, we did it, we're finally here. The guys are so happy. It's joy, joy, joy. Sorry. That's as real as it gets.